Good morning. Welcome to Glasgow's Back to School Night. There is a YouTube translation and closed captioning available that if you pause the screen, it'll show you how to do that with these directions. Welcome to Engineering 1 and Engineering 2. My name is Mark VanDyken. A little bit about me. This is my 10th year teaching. It is my 4th year at Glasgow. I previously taught 6th and 8th grade science, as well as 5th grade at Westgate Elementary School, which is in Fairfax County. I was recently married on August 15, and that is my one of my wedding pictures up in the corner there. I also really love being outdoors and rock climbing, hiking, and golfing. Those are 3 things that I do frequently. I coach diving for Georgetown University. So go Hoyas. And I have 2 dogs. One of them is amazing. He is 5. And the other one is just a puppy. She's not amazing yet. We're working on her becoming amazing, but she's not quite there. I'm also a huge Washington Capitals fan. Hopefully next season they'll do a lot better than this previous season. A little bit about the class and about my teaching style. One is that I believe students learn best when they are engaged with lessons that connect to the real world. I want them definitely leaving lessons saying, oh, that's why I learned it. That's why this is important. Instead of, wait, why did we just do that? I think that they connect to the lesson a lot more, and it gives them a little more engagement into that lesson also. I believe that collaborating with other students is extremely important. So we'll be using breakout groups a lot throughout the semester in order to accomplish this. And I always encourage them to communicate with each other in the comments and in breakout groups. Next, I'll be asking, I encourage them to ask a lot of questions if they're confused or need any more information. The way they can do that is they just raise their hand, or they can send me a private chat message. It's really important that they do that in a virtual setting, because if they aren't sure of something in the classroom, I'm able to see that pretty quickly, but virtually, it's really hard for me to notice if they're starting to fall behind. I will have at the conclusion of every unit reflections in order for them to really reflect on the process that they went through in order to complete the project. And that I want them seeing how they'll really think about what steps they took in order to complete the project all the way through. In order for students to be successful, I need them to be in class and on task. Every day, every class period, I do frequent check-ins with them. I'll send out polls with yes or no questions, and it's really important that they answer that question, so I know that they're with me still. Sometimes I'll just say, hey, if you're still with me, hit the raise your hand icon, and that way it'll help me know who's still in the class and who maybe is having internet issues. I need them to participate in each class. Hopefully they'll get more comfortable with turning on their microphones, but at the minimum, I want them commenting in the chat box in order to stay on task. Or they can just comment directly to me and send me a private message, so I know that they're with me and that they're actually participating. Next is I want them to join in with other students when they're given a task and put into the breakout rooms. I've had occasions where students will let me know, like, hey, no one in my breakout room is talking, and that makes it really, really difficult. So it's definitely really important that all students participate in those breakout rooms. They need to complete their classwork on time and make sure that all the requirements are met. Next is they need to ask questions, whether to me or to other classmates if they're not really sure what's happening or how they can get caught up. They can email me with any questions that they might have. You can also email me. I really want them to be able to advocate for themselves, and I encourage them to reach out to me. They can do it either by sending me a chat message, or they can send me an email. This year, right now we're currently doing a project on inventions and inventors. Coming up, we'll be talking about the engineering and design process. Next quarter, we're gonna hopefully do structures. If we are back in the classroom, it'll be a lot easier. But if we are virtual, we'll probably send home a kit with some sort of things for them to be able to still do the structures unit at home. Next, we'll be doing a transportation unit, and then we'll also be doing computer-aided design, or CAD. And last, hopefully, I'm going to push this to second quarter, hopefully, so we'll be back into the classroom. We have a rocketry unit where they design and build a rocket and then shoot it off if we're able to be face-to-face. If we're virtual, I'm not sure what we're going to do with that yet, but we'll definitely cover some things about rocketry. Next, this is how we do our grading. There are formative assessments, which are just like everyday assignments. Summative assessments are more the project based and how like they're the bigger assignments. I'll also be giving them feedback on a regular basis by commenting on the work that they've given to me, and there will also be asynchronous work every Monday for them to complete. That's also graded. Teacher support, I am available on Blackboard 24/7. On there are my office hours, the syllabus, and all the contact information for myself. I also post a grid about everything we're doing that week on Monday mornings, so you can look at that. Those will also be posted on Google Classroom, as well as all the assignments are on Google Classroom, as well as contingency plans in case something happens where we don't have any internet or things like that. I can be reached at mdvandyken@fcps.edu. If you have any questions, that's also available on Blackboard 24/7. The best way that you can support your child is by talking to them and asking them a lot of questions about what they're doing in class. Hopefully we'll be doing some exciting stuff that they'll want to share with you. Supplies for class, I've also put this list on Google Classroom, is they'll need pencils and pens, some sort of paper, hopefully a notebook of some sort. Eventually they're going to need white glue, tape, scissors, a ruler, and if they start saving cardboard right now, that might be a really good idea, whether it's like toilet paper and paper towel tubes, or if they get an Amazon package, you can save the cardboard from that, or just any box at all. The cardboard from that will be really useful coming up. So I'm looking forward to having a great year working with your kids. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks. Bye.